Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video from Harmonies from Home. My name is Jin and I will be teaching you guys how to tune your cello. Tuning is a way to adjust your intonation of your instrument in order to make sure your instrument is in the correct pitch. If you don't tune, it is very likely that you will be playing every note in the wrong pitch. Therefore, tuning is a very important step before you play. Before we get started, it is very important to note that your instruments are very fragile and can easily break. Your instruments are very valuable, so we want to make sure that we are careful throughout the process. Experienced players have their own way of tuning, but I will simplify it as much as possible so you guys can follow easily. Alright, let's get started. First of all, we highly recommend that you download a tuning app on your device. There are countless free tuning apps that you can find on the App Store and they're all amazing, but for reference, this is the app that I personally use. If you click on this lovely little button here, your tuner is activated. If you click on this button on the right, your device will actually play a pitch out loud. And in this case, it is the note A. You can actually adjust which pitch is being played by controlling the buttons in the top middle. So if you see on the right side, it shows sharp, and on the left side, it shows flat. Therefore, you can higher or lower the pitch. Now go back to clicking on this left button over here. If you see over here, this number represents hertz, which basically refers to the frequency of the sound. I won't get into the heavy sciences today, but generally accepted tuning is to 440 Hz, so use these buttons to adjust your number to 440 if it isn't already. Your string will be in tune if the tuner shows a green light. Next, get your instrument. This video only applies to cellists, so if you play a different instrument, go check out our other videos in our channel. Your cello will most likely have these 4 fine tuners located here on your instrument, and we all have 4 pegs at the top. The fine tuners and the pegs are used to tune our instruments. I'll first teach you how to use your pegs first. Pegs are generally harder to use because they can be stiff when you try to move it, so they are only used when your string is off by at least a half note. Just as a review, our strings are A, D, G, and C. If you want to make the pitch of your string higher, you would want to rotate the peg towards you. If you want to make it lower, rotate the peg away from you, like so. And make use of the tuner to make sure you're in tune. Remember to be very careful when dealing with pegs. They are very stiff, but if you use too much string, your string can snap. Do not try to tune your string completely with pegs. Once you have the general note, tune your string with your fine tuners. To tune with your fine tuners, you turn it clockwise to make your string sharper or higher. And then turning them counterclockwise will make your string flatter or lower. Okay, so now since you guys know how to tune with your fine tuners and your pegs, I'm going to show you guys how I tune. So I'm going to play each string carefully with my bow, and I'm going to match it up with my tuner. So I'm going to start off with my top string, which is A. As you can see, the tuner is leaning towards the left side, which means that the note is too flat. Therefore, I need to turn my fine tuner clockwise. And I'm going to keep playing and tune until I get the middle and it shows a green light. So now it's perfectly in tune. Moving on to the next string, which is D. Okay, so D string is way too sharp because it's leaning towards the right side. Therefore, I need to turn my fine tuner counterclockwise. Okay, so as you can see, I turned way too much with my fine tuner, so I need to make sure that I don't go overboard. G strings are both tuned, so I'm going to play these two strings together to make sure that the intervals are correct. And that's a perfect fifth. Moving on to the G string. So the G string is 2 flat, the tuner is going to the left side, therefore I need to turn my fine tuner clockwise. So my G string is completely tuned now, so I'm going to play the D and G strings together to make sure that the intervals are correct. And that's a perfect fit. We're going to move on to our final string, which is C. So the C string is slightly off, but we still want to make sure that it's right in the middle, so we play the correct pitch the entire time. So I'm going to move it slightly clockwise. Just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to play the G and C strings together to make sure that the intervals are correct. Is your instrument fully tuned now? If it is, it's time to practice. Good luck and have fun. Thank you for tuning in for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Harmonies. Bye!